how many good women have you lost that you regret?
I have never lost a good woman.
I disagree with that.
I have never lost a good woman. All of the women that I was able to be with, I knew I was going to get them. As soon as I saw them, I was like, this is an alley-oop right here. This is an alley-oop.
Hey, this is Raulh. Please act right. Corey Holcomb is one of the rawest, realest comics out there. And in this video, he shows Kendra G how raw and real he can be. Can Kendra G handle it? We're about to find out. Before we get started, a word from our sponsor. Visible signs of aging only get worse as we age because of a decrease in our naturally produced collagen levels. Every decade, our skin suffers from a 10% decrease in its available collagen supply. That means you'll have lost 30% of collagen your body used to be able to naturally produce by the time you're 45. When our skin doesn't have the power to hold its elasticity, we're the ones that suffer from older appearing skin, which is why you have to start supplementing collagen if you want to keep your youthful glow. In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how anyone can reduce visible signs of aging quickly and easily. After years of searching, the closest thing I found to a modern day fountain of youth is called multi-collagen. Collagen rejuvenates and renews your skin from the inside out with 5 supercharged types of collagen your body needs for youthful looking skin. By boosting your collagen levels with multi-collagen, you'll help restore your skin's elasticity and thickness while reducing the appearance of wrinkles. Stop and ask yourself how much more energetic you could look with taking it. Thousands of men and women trust taking collagen for their skin's health. Try it risk-free for 60 days and for up to 50% off by clicking the link in the description box below or going to healthactright.com. After placing your order, it will be delivered straight to your doorstep along with a few added bonuses. This offer is time sensitive, so hurry and place your order now.
Hanging out with us. And to the security guard girl who I just got down with, listen, I'm getting my room key changed. I couldn't believe you thought I was gonna leave you. We done. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
What do you mean you're done? Speaking of which, let's just get into the conversation we had off the air. Whenever Corey gets here, we always get into these conversations, relationship-wise. I want to bring up the last time he was here. Let's just talk about this time. Corey just said that a woman has to have sex with at least 10 men before she can make wise decisions in her dating atmosphere. Is that what you said? What did you say?
When you have been destroyed due to rejection because you thought you were special, it makes you a better woman.
But why does it take 10 men to sleep with to get
It takes
that?
about, after that 10th guy, I think intelligent women are like, you know what? I'm not who I thought I was.
But wait, Corey, now, so this analogy...
Man, can Kendra ever just try to understand where he's coming from? She's just listening to respond. Immediately, she wants to jump right into her point of view.
It could go both ways because a lot of times it's not always the guy's rejecting the woman. The woman can be rejecting the guy, and the guy might want to be with her, and she's keeping it moving.
And that could be true, but the point he's trying to make is, did she learn anything from that guy in that relationship? Or is she just going to keep making the same mistake over and over? That's why he's saying, for a lot of women, it takes multiple men before she realizes that only she's special to herself, not to the type of man that she's getting with. But of course, that went right over Kendra G's head.
But women don't want those guys that try to be with them. Women want the guys that they can't get. They feel good walking in the club with the guy that's all that, one way or another. You know what I'm saying? So women will never settle for that good dude that want to do right by them.
It's sad, but Corey's telling the truth. About 80% of the women out there really don't want a nice guy. They want the guy who don't give a damn about them. I've been a nice guy my entire life, and I got passed over by women because they were too busy running behind the guy that could care less about them.
Doesn't matter if we get rejected, we still gonna get with somebody. There's so many daughters growing up that are born to be dropped off.
What do you mean?
Born to be dropped off?
What does that mean?
Pull up in front of their house and be like, well, I had a good time. See your kids looking out the window. Hey, she coming up now. You know, there's too many girls like that. So even if we don't get the one we want, we gonna get one because you outnumber us, ladies.
If you've never seen Corey Holcomb do stand-up, you gotta check him out. He's raw as hell. And I guarantee you, he gets women left and right because he just doesn't give a damn. You know, the bad boy type.
Okay, there is truth to that. And the number aspect, but I feel like you might not get the girl you want. Like, yes, you'll get a girl, but how many good women have you lost that you regret?
I have never lost a good woman.
I disagree with that.
I have never lost a good woman. All of the women that I was able to be with, I knew I was going to get them. As soon as I saw him, I was like, this is an alley-oop right now.
It's an alley-oop.
I see the struggle in him. That's
But-
what I chase strugglers.
All right, Corey Holcomb is hanging out with us.
I chase strugglers. Why would I chase a girl? Look, you got a job. You see how hard it is for me to get with you?
You got a job.
I've been trying to smash her since I saw her, but it just...
Yo.
Never happened.
Hey, yo.
All them radio girls, when they lose their radio job, I get them.
No, you don't get me ever. 'Cause
10
I'm
years
like,
from now,
No, 10 years
you
from now.
belong to me.
Whatever.
He just said something really ironic there. The majority of women here in Chicago who are radio hosts or even on TV are single. Now, I don't want to put any of them on blast in this video, but one right after the other who have well-paying jobs, and I'm speaking mostly about black women, do not have husbands. You know the story. The more money they make, the more uppity they get when it comes down to the standards that the man has to have to get with them.
I'm saying, but I don't even play with kids. I don't even be around my kids.
What do you mean you'll be around your kids, Corey?
My kids, I hear about them, and when they get older, I try to be friends with them later on.
When you hear about your kids when they get older,
Yeah, when they get older, they find me, and I'll be like, oh, hey, what's going on? You know, I take them and buy them stuff.
where was you at when they were 5 and 6?
Oh, that's when you're supposed to be with your mama and who she with at that time.
What do you mean? You a sperm donor then, Corey?
No, look, it's very rare that brothers grow up with their kids in America. And when you say that, it shouldn't be shocking.
Well, there's
Most
two men right
kids
here.
grow up visiting their dad.
What?
And this is also a sad truth. Do you know how many men are going to be blamed because of single women parenting? Nearly all of them. But how many women who know they were the cause of the separation are going to take responsibility for that happening? Remember, it takes two to make a baby, but it only takes one person to protect themselves to make sure that pregnancy doesn't happen. So for a woman, if the man is not going to protect himself, shouldn't she? And shouldn't a woman try as hard as a man to make the relationship work? So both parties are responsible for these single parent households, not just the men.
Right.
But a lot of dudes didn't grow up with both parents in the home, so
that's
they need
rare.
Yeah.
That's rare. I'm from Chicago, man. It's a whole bunch of single moms who got opinions and they lonely. That's really what the world is about. All you women who have something to say, you saying it to people who not with you.
But listen, okay, but they're single mom because the guy's not with them. So is there any accountability to the
They're
man
a single
that
mom
left that
because they're...
family?
And there she goes. In case you didn't catch it, she said, is there any accountability for the men that left the home? See, she instantly makes it the man the reason why these women are single parents. How many times have we seen men try to work it out with a woman, but she just won't cooperate to the point where he can't take it anymore and he leaves? It's women like Kendra that don't want women to take accountability for their part in these broken homes. Notice, she didn't say, what about the women who refuse to cooperate with the man, which caused him to leave the house? It's always the man's fault. Not one woman who is now a single parent had anything to do with the reason she's a single parent.
Was there any accountability to the
They're a
man
single
that
mom
left that
because their
family?
opinion is more important than being with the person that they had kids with.
What do you mean by that?
Just think about how many women grow up the kids grow up just with their mom. Like if you really think about the statistics with that, something is really wrong. And when you think about what's wrong, why isn't the man in the house? The government is part of it because they give the women tools against the man, but don't give the man tools against the women. So it's like we're being assisted by the government to split the family.
That's
Well,
what,
here's the deal, though.
That's COINTELPRO right there.
I
That's
agree
been
with
over
that. Only
6
thing that I
years.
don't agree with is you're giving a lot of the accountability to the woman of the family. It takes the man to be a part of the family too. So if he's helping her create the child and he doesn't stick around to her raise a child, that's his fault. It's not her fault.
No, if you're a woman and you want to keep the man that you had a baby with, you have to bow down.
Now keep in mind, ladies, that Corey Holcomb is a comedian. However, although he's using the words bow down, he's saying be submissive.
You have to bow down.
You are not in charge here.
What are you talking about, Corey?
You have
You're
to
trying
bow
to make
down.
me upset. What is she's trying to make me upset. I'm not gonna let
What, do you have kids?
I don't have any kids.
Obviously you ain't got no kid. That's what I'm saying. It's like
What do you mean
you're not gonna bow down.
No, I'm not. But I would
Right.
have enough money to raise my child with or without the guy.
Right, so money, you'll have kids raised with money.
Okay.
See how content she was with that? She said, okay, Kendra just proved this point. She doesn't even realize it. She puts her having money a higher priority than making a relationship work between herself and the man. This is why most men don't want to marry or even date a woman who makes a lot of money. As soon as it doesn't go her way, Even if the man is theoretically correct, she'll bring up her money and say, I can do it all by myself, I don't need you. Remember when he said, that's why he goes after women who are struggling?
I see the struggle in them. That's
But-
what I chase strugglers.
Corey knows, like most of us men today, that we have a better chance with a struggling woman being cooperative than a woman who makes a lot of money.
But the
I'm
guy,
saying-
but I will say this though, the
I'm saying-
guy loses out though. You're making it seem like the
Well,
woman.
the guy can
if-
always make kids.
I wish he had asked her losing out on what? He's missing out on being with a woman who he decided to leave because she was giving him a hard time. But I guess in Kendra's eyes, the woman is surprised even if she's driving the man crazy.
I'd start over tomorrow with him.
But let me ask
Oh
you-
my
But let me
God.
ask this though, because Kendra did ask you, does the guy have any accountability in that situation?
I'll put it like this. I'm not going to be with a woman I don't respect. And most of the women I sleep with are not respecting.
Corey,
Corey Holcomb is all suited
I
up
get them because I got money.
that means you don't respect
I got
yourself then.
money.
That means
We
you
have
don't
one
respect
more break
yourself
because
then.
Now we're gonna come back,
That
man.
means you don't respect yourself then, Corey, to some people that you don't
No,
respect.
it's not about me not respecting myself because when I wash up and get my car, I feel great. But I'm saying, like, it's the money. I have money, so I'm going to smash today after the show.
All right, hold on.
Look at Kendra. Can't handle the bad boy truth, huh? Ladies, pay close attention because this is how bad boys think. All he thinks about is smashing. Most of those guys, they say whatever's on their mind, they don't care anything about your feelings. That's all they're with you for, just to smash. He doesn't care anything about respecting you or respecting himself. As long as he gets to hit it, that's all that matters to him.
I have a question. Well, one thing, I don't always agree with what you say, but I do respect that you're going to say it. You know, I don't necessarily agree with it, but I do respect that you're going to speak your mind. Were you always like that? Like, as a child, was you like the 5-year-old said, Mama, this food nasty. Why'd you cook it like this? Were you always like very direct?
I never tried to be a person who ruffled the feathers, but I know, and you guys are not going to be able to disagree with this, if you tell the truth, you're going to ruffle feathers. If you tell the truth, you'll lose your job. If you tell the truth, people think you're a bad guy. The truth is the problem that people have in society. I like to see the reaction to the truth. Like something like, let's go over what I said today one day and just tell me where I'm lying.
Well, I think I disagree with the woman having to sleep with 10 men in order to make a good decision in life.
Of course you disagree. Because unless he's saying something you want to hear, you're going to disagree. What did he just say? People can't handle the truth. And Kendra is proving his point.
Right, but like I'm saying, like I can respect that, but do you have a man?
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that.
Do you have kids?
I don't have kids.
Boy, she had a whole lot to say until he asked her if she had a man. Now all of a sudden the cat got her tongue.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the traditional family that lives in the square house, drive a
Nuclear
square
family,
car,
yeah.
and all like that. Entertainers, it's very hard for us to
Right.
maintain that.
Yeah, I
So
agree
when
with
you
that.
see somebody who have it, I salute them because I don't know how you did it.
And in Western society, as time goes on, you're going to see two-parent households less and less in first world countries like the United States. Funny thing though, you're seeing it more and more in countries that are not first world countries. I wonder why that is.
All right, there it is. We appreciate you always coming in.
That's
Congratulations
what's
on
up.
everything.
Congratulations.
Corey Holcomb tonight.
I love coming to this guy,
Now,
too.
get the hell out. Bye, Corey. Bye. Get the hell out.
It's GCI.
Job, Kendra, I'm getting you.
Well, you never. It's never happened.
Buyindeed.com.
Did you hear Corey at the end? He said, as soon as you lose your job, I'm going to get you, Kendra. Corey Holcomb is one of the realest comics out today. When you get the opportunity, check him out on Facebook and YouTube. The guy is hilarious, and he simply does it by telling the truth. I want to take a moment to thank Kendra G for proving the point of certain women always trying to flip the narrative back around on men every time the conversation comes up when putting women in the position of being accountable. And for proving his point when he said that once a woman starts making big money, men are not going to date them because they always bring their money up. There are only a few women who can out-earn the man and still function in a two-parent household and allow the man to lead. For the majority of those big-earning women, as soon as they get into a disagreement with the man, the first thing she does is point out the fact that she has her own money and she doesn't need him. Kendra is still keeping it tight, and I'm sure there's a lot of guys coming after her. But there's one thing that she keeps overlooking. Why would a man who has it all want to deal with a 40-plus-year-old woman who makes a lot of money and will bring it up at the drop of a hat, who wants to argue about everything she disagrees with and has no intentions of being cooperative, when there's millions of other women out there who are younger, kinder, and more cooperative he can choose from. So to all the ladies out there that make a lot of money, it's up to you on whether you can function with a man or whether you're doomed. And I'm afraid women like Kendra G have no intentions of being cooperative. So women like her, when it comes down to getting and keeping a man who has it together, she is doomed. But let's see what happens over the next 5 years. Maybe she'll prove me wrong, but somehow, I seriously doubt it. Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. And in the meantime, will you please act right? My name is Raulh. See you in another video. So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these 2 videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.